In a thrilling lightweight title eliminator at UFC 289, Beneil Dariush, wearing blue, stepped into the octagon to face Charles Oliveira, who came out in his iconic yellow. And from the opening moments, it was clear that both fighters carried not just skill but purpose, with Dariush looking physically strong, thick, and composed after what seemed like a perfect weight cut, while Oliveira radiated that same calm intensity that has made him one of the most dangerous finishers in UFC history. The bout opened with Oliveira testing the range early, flicking sharp kicks, and connecting with a clean head kick that instantly grabbed the crowd's attention and made Dariush realize he was in for a different kind of war. Dariush, true to his plan, stayed patient, focusing on balance and maintaining composure just as his coaches had instructed, knowing that rushing in could easily lead to disaster against a submission artist like Oliveira. But as the exchanges grew closer, Oliveira began doing what he does best, those subtle, damaging movements in the clinch, small knees to the body, short uppercuts, and the kind of dirty boxing that chips away at an opponent's rhythm and confidence over time. Every touch, every tap from Oliveira had purpose, and it was clear that while Dariush was working to stay tight and disciplined, Oliveira was trying to drag him into chaos, a space where only Oliveira truly thrives. When the fight hit the ground, it became a showcase of elite-level grappling. Oliveira tried pulling guard, looking for an inside trip, but Dariush's balance was rock solid, keeping himself upright. Eventually, they went down, and Oliveira immediately began to set traps, shifting to deep half guard, attacking the legs, and fishing for openings on the arms. Dariush, though, was disciplined, keeping heavy top pressure, dropping measured ground strikes, and refusing to give Oliveira space to roll or sweep. Every time Oliveira moved, Dariush adjusted, posture up, elbows tight, weight centered, but Oliveira's bottom game was as active as ever, striking from underneath, framing, and threatening submissions even as he absorbed shots. It was a tense chess match on the mat, both men exchanging micro-battles for control, one trying to impose positional dominance, and the other searching for the slightest gap to turn the tide. Dariush was clearly winning on control, but Oliveira's composure was telling. He wasn't panicking, wasn't wasting energy, just waiting for the right window to explode. That explosion came as the round wore on. With about 90 seconds remaining, Oliveira shifted from survival to attack mode, pushing Dariush off and scrambling back to his feet with lightning speed. The moment he rose, he drove a fierce knee straight into Dariush's midsection, forcing a reaction that Oliveira instantly capitalized on. He feinted high, then unleashed a monstrous head kick that landed flush across Dariush's temple, followed by a quick, surgical left hand that sent him staggering backward. The arena erupted as Oliveira saw the opening and pounced, firing a straight right hand that dropped Dariush to the canvas. Without hesitation, Oliveira swarmed, hammer fists, elbows, pure aggression, and Dariush, dazed and overwhelmed, had no chance to recover. The referee, seeing the unanswered barrage, had no choice but to step in, waving it off at 4 minutes and 10 seconds of the very first round. The crowd inside Vancouver's Rogers Arena exploded into cheers as Charles "Du Bronx" Oliveira raised his arms in triumph, a roar of redemption and dominance filling the air. It was a breathtaking performance, Oliveira's 20th career stoppage inside the octagon, extending his record for most finishes in UFC history. What made it even more impressive was how complete it looked: the timing, the accuracy, the confidence, and the seamless transition from defense to destruction. Dariush, who had been on a tremendous winning streak, had come in as one of the most well-rounded contenders in the division, but against Oliveira's sharp striking and relentless pressure, even his elite grappling and composure couldn't hold up. On the replay, you could see every detail: Dariush missing a right hand,